We mentioned Donald Trump saying that he does not need congressional authorization to strike Iran. And now John Bolton is in some semi-retreat. The Iranians have played this pretty smart. Some time ago, there was reporting that part of their agenda was to basically peel John Bolton off of Donald Trump. And certainly Bolton and Pompeo's failure in Venezuela has helped in that project. There was reporting, I guess, last week that Trump was a little bit pissed about that, too. I thought it was going to be easy. What? Now I look like an idiot. Again, I don't know if Donald Trump has any ideological grounding in any of these things. I think he wanted to get rid of the Iran deal because Obama had done it and it had been perceived as a signature achievement of Obama's. And in many respects certainly was from a foreign policy standpoint. I think it was, arguably his Camp David Accords. And so now John Bolton is in some measure in retreat. And here he is arguing like, look, I start this thing with virgin eyes. It's not like I came in with an agenda.
Can you tell us what is your end game regarding Iran? Is it a regime change, perhaps a new nuclear deal?
No, it's not regime change. It's not the policy of the United States. So go ahead. What's your next alternative?
Pause it. Incidentally, what you just witnessed was a guy answering a question that was not asked. They were asking what his agenda is, and he answered what the policy of the United States is. Ask me if I'm a fascist, and I will answer, I am not a communist.
Next alternative.
Because you stressed in the past that you think that the United States should push for a regime change. And
okay,
now
stop there. Let me just address that because it's been 6 months since I've been in Israel, so I have to do it periodically. When I was a private citizen, I said and wrote many, many things. They're all out there. I still believe in them, but that's not my function here today. Not to be a commentator on what I said before versus what the policies of the U.S. government are. The president sets the policies. I'm the national security advisor, not the national security decision maker. Go ahead. Look, if Iran gave up its pursuit of nuclear weapons, its ballistic missile development program, which is designed to create delivery vehicles for nuclear weapons, if it gave up its support for terrorism, if it stopped its other malign activities across the region, we'd be very happy. Secretary Pompeo last year gave a speech where he listed 12 things. I've given you 4. It's sort of an expanded list. That's the end game we want.
Now, of course, when Donald Trump entered in office, like 2 of those things had basically been ticked off. Right. And dealing with support for terrorism and hostile regimes, even if I stipulate that they do this, that all the regimes that we perceive as hostile are legitimately hostile, we were halfway there. In fact, some people would argue halting the nuclear capability is more than halfway there. That's like 2/3 of the way there. But that was punted. So there's John Bolton really basically trying to explain to President Trump, you can trust me. I believe me. No one would be more upset than I if they just didn't capitulate and avoid a war.
I want to just say, it's not just that as a quote-unquote private citizen that he was this relentless warmonger about Iran and also regime change advocate across Latin America and even a warmonger with North Korea. He took money from the MEK, which is a cult. I mean, it was taken off of the terrorism list because of that type of sort of political activity they have with people as diverse as Bolton and Howard Dean.
Yep. But that was just aligned interest, and there were being money there.
Right. Very popular group in Iran. I mean, the group that fought on the side of Saddam Hussein while he was deploying chemical weapons against Iran is a great group to rely on to ease a regime change.